Yo,
Yo, Bible. Today I will be reading Proverbs 5. I am reading later than normal today because I went to the competency hearing that I'm being required connected to these false charges that have been put on me. These charges that a detective has committed perjury to put on me. And you can see like my First Amendment rights are being violated, and they're making me feel like I have to go to competency hearings and all sorts of stuff. So that's what I did today instead of this in the morning. But I'm here now and ready to read. So, yesterday I was speaking about some of the wisdom over the heart, watching over your heart. And today is flight from the seductress, where the wise woman's love should be. So I want to bring up here when I go to Stephanie Yostin, she is this seductress. You get it? She's this character. She is, but she didn't look like this prior to this. Prior to this, she looked very chaste and attractive, and like she wasn't going to hurt me like this. And she turned into the opposite of that. Here is advice, proverbial advice on women like that. And those women are hurting me and attacking me in the real world, and this advice can help you avoid that, and you can watch from my testimony on how to avoid that. God's very powerful testimony around me. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen carefully to what I know, and so have prudence and knowledge to protect you. These will keep a guard on your lips. Take no notice of a loose living woman, for the lips of this alien drip with honey. Her words are smoother than oil, but their outcome is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead down to Sheol. Far from following the path of life, her ways are undirected, irresponsible. And now, my son, that's a little b, my sons in Hebrew. And now, my sons, and now, my son, listen to me. Never deviate from what I say. Set your course as far from her as possible. Go nowhere near the door of her house, or you will surrender your honor to others, your years to one who has no pity, and strangers will batten on your property. Your labors going to some alien house, and at your ending, when body and flesh are consumed, you will groan and exclaim, "Alas, I hated discipline. My heart spurned all correction. I would not hear the voice of my masters. I would not listen to those who tried to teach me. Now I am all but reduced to the depths of misery in the presence of the whole community. Drink the water from your own cistern, fresh water from your own well." See, and I'll read the footnotes in a moment. Do not let your fountains flow to waste, elsewhere, nor your streams in the public streets. Let them be for yourself alone, not for strangers at the same time, and may your fountainhead be blessed. Find joy with the wife you married in your youth. Fair as a hind, graceful as a fawn, let hers be the company you keep. Hers the breasts that fill you with delight. Hers the love that ever holds you captive. Why be seduced, my son, by an alien woman, and fondle the breast of a woman who is a stranger? For the eyes of Yahweh observe a man's ways, and survey all his paths. The wicked man is snared in his own misdeeds, is caught in the meshes of his own sin. For want of discipline he dies, and is lost through his own excessive folly. So some things that I wanted to point out here. Drink the water. This is wisdom to keep you from the alien woman. And been talking about Stephanie Yostin, this character created specifically to harass me, who's been harassing me for years, and that I can't get people to take seriously because I believe people are making money off of her image, like it describes in here. She's the alien woman. This says, metaphors for the lawful wife. The condemnation of adultery is now complemented by this eulogy of marital fidelity. And the lawful wife, and it gives the verses. For further passages in praise of the ideal wife, a gift from God, and the consolation of her husband. By contrast, it gives a whole sorts of verses. Particularly the enthusiastic commendation of the perfect wife with which the book ends, Proverbs 31. Perhaps here too, as in 31:10, behind the characteristics of the lawful wife, we should see the symbolic portraits of wisdom personified. In the context of chapters 1 through 9, adultery and married faith would according to the prophetic tradition, Hosea 1, stand respectively for religious apostasy and faithfulness to God and his law as the source of wisdom. So it very obviously gives metaphors with a fountain, which you can even go here. It's talking about like cherry blossoms and stuff. I mean, is that related to virginity? Are these virgins? Was the whole point that they were deflowered and abused in front of me as they were connected to me? Other things, there are women that are connected to me like that, and I believe a lot of men are in that situation where they're not even connected to the women that they would like to be connected to like that, and a lot of women are connected to men that they aren't connected to like that, and they would have rather had it. That's why I've been saying change your mind. Like, to get this all in order for everybody, people actually need to be listening to what I'm saying. Like, when it says here, why be seduced, my son, by an alien woman and fondle the breast of a woman who is a stranger? Brianna Worthing, the teacher at St. Mark Lutheran School. This is what I'm saying when it's very clearly St. Mark Lutheran Church. This is St. Mark Lutheran School. These are people. She is someone who I went to Lutheran North with and have fondled her breast. And, like, she is not connected to any Christian man, but she works at a Christian Lutheran school. And the end of the Bible anyway is that all these fake marriages, like very clearly, Revelation 18:23 and 24 is all these fake marriages being empowered by prescription drugs and shit in pharmaceutical confusion land in Babylon, confusion land, drugs, sorcery, synthesized sorcery. Your traders were the princes of the earth. All the nations were under your spell. And here's, never again will the shine of light, shine of the light of the lamp, never again will be heard the voices of bridegroom and bride. Because she's trying to put on like she's some kind of innocent whatever and teach the class, and now she's Miss Worthing. She's not even a few months ago she was like B worthy, like she's a B coming into Sting, and B worthy 93, and real G's moving silence like lasagna, or moving in silence like lasagna, and like it's like It's not that she can't have fun, but she would be attached to me to have that fun. Otherwise, she's not attached to anyone as a Christian. Does that make sense? Like, who is she attached to? There's a number of women in Coven who are pretending to be connected to whomever. And that's what this book is about. They're pretending to be connected to whatever man they're pretending, but they're not actually. And instead, they, like women like Brianna Worthing, are connected to me, and she should be bringing her butthole when I'm saying to bring her butthole, because she's not connected to these other people. The end of the book is judgment of a whore, of a prostitute. Here is the hallelujah, the correct judgment of a whore. I mean, these women and women like Brianna Worthing and a number of other women that I've been reaching out to that I think are participating in this and who've put these false charges on me are exactly what this book literally says. Why be seduced, my son, by an alien woman and fondle the breast of the woman who is a stranger? So that when it comes to Alien versus Predator, yo, get Olivia Munn over here. It's Predator time. Okay, that's it. That's all. And Brianna Worthing, get over here. Is she a prostitute? She shouldn't be working at a school like that. She shouldn't be acting like she is. That's how she's getting these people off. Or people are around me and they're getting people off by, I'm on some kind of underground TV show. Not just my own. I've had to catch the people who are trying to harass me on some underground TV show. Right? That seems to have me on some kind of Truman Show. The end of the book is, I judge some whore as like, IA, because I think these people are trying to act like police or something. Maybe that's exactly what these women are. They think they're heroes, but they're using their sexuality in a way that is against mine, adversarial, satanic. I don't believe they can be heroes unless they're immediately working with me, and they aren't using their sexuality in any good way. Same thing with Brianna Worthing. She's not teaching those kids anything good about sexuality. She's not teaching them wisdom. She's just teaching the broken ways of the world. Same thing with a lot of women. Same thing with her sister, Caitlin Worthing. I mean, I can give you all sorts of women who, listen to me, you get fulfilled sexually, and you actually can model out something to people. Instead of that, a bunch of women have decided to play part in this harassment around me and file false charges. So, there's the wisdom. Don't get caught up with those women. All right, have a blessed one. Seriously, that's like the wisdom of don't get caught up with the alien woman. Like, last part of this. These women, I have been messaging, people keep saying like Detective Nick Vo, who filed the charges on me, the perjury charges. I mean, I say perjury. He committed perjury. He filed the harassment charges. Well, these women have been harassing me for years, and this is in April, and you can go back to 2016. And I'm sending messages out because they were already surrounding me and harassing me with this account. That's the alien woman. Is Maggie Moon the alien woman? I don't know, she was wearing a shirt that said Jesus saves. Maybe she's actually wised up. All right. That's it. Have a blessed one. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed one. Yeah.